Hello, would you like to know how to overpay for a property and still make $39,000 on it? I'm going to show you how in this video. It's a very neat thing that I've learned called owner financing. Now, maybe you're familiar with owner financing already. If so, hang on, I'm going to show you some really cool stuff. And if this is the first time you're hearing about it, watch this. So, it's this house right here, if you can see it. All right, there we go. So this house is one the seller called us and wanted us to buy it. He is out of the country and needed to get rid of it. So we worked it out where he wanted $42,000. He's asking a little bit more. We asked him what the least he would take is, and he said $42,000. Now, this is not a particular area of town where I own a lot of properties, and so I wasn't sure that I wanted to own it there long term because it needed some work. Now, this area, I don't know, maybe comps might go for $60,000, maybe, give or take. I don't know, could be a little higher, a little less. But we asked him what the least he would take. He said $42,000, and we asked him if he would do owner financing, and he said he would. So after some negotiations, he agreed to us paying the closing costs. It needed some work, so nothing down, and $350 a month for 10 years. Now, here's where it gets really cool. So the house needs some work, and again, like I mentioned, this is an area of town where I don't own a ton of stuff. Didn't want to go in and start working on it, so I put it up for sale. I got a contract to buy it for $42,000, nothing down, $350 a month for 10 years. I put it up for sale for just $52,000. Now, I probably could have got more than that out of it. I don't know. But again, like I said, it needed some work. I didn't want to overcharge. So rather than selling it on a lease option, which I sometimes do and I cover in other videos, in this case, I decided to sell it with owner financing. So I bought it with owner financing, and I'm selling it with owner financing. However, in this case, we got $10,000 down. So I owe $42,000 to the seller. The buyer, my buyer, owes $52,000 to me. So I sell it to him for $52,000. He gives me $10,000 down. I did have to pay $959 of closing costs out of pocket, and so that was all the money I was out up to this point. I collected $10,000 from the seller, but here's the good part: he now owes me $42,000, but at an interest rate, bringing his payment to $400 a month for 15 years. So, while I owe out 42 and he owes me 42, now he could pay me off at any time. My profit would be less. You can fix that by putting a prepayment penalty in if you choose. But assuming he terms this out to the end, $400 a month, 15 years, winds up principal and interest, the buyer paying me $72,000. Now, I want to point out this is still a really good deal for the buyer because he's going to turn around and rent it for probably $850 or maybe even $950 a month after he puts $3 to $5K in it. All right? So he's going to put a little bit of work in it, give money down, put a little work in it, and get $850 or $950 a month and have a big, beautiful cash flow. But that being said, while he's enjoying his cash flow and building his wealth and will probably honestly make more money on the house than I do, which is totally okay because he's taking care of it, I, by getting the deal with the seller, negotiating the deal, putting the deal together with the buyer, get 10 grand up front, $50 a month for 10 years. Notice I've paid off the seller in full after 10 years, and the buyer continues to pay me for 5 more years. That, my friend, is how you pay, possibly overpay for a property still make money, and your buyer still makes amazing money. That is the magic of owner financing. Now, the difference is what I negotiated with the seller versus what I negotiated with my buyer. So, this is what I love, is win-win-win scenarios. The seller wins because he gets a liability, something that's driving him nuts and doing nothing but costing him money as he's out of the country. He gets rid of it and gets a check every month from my company. Then I make money. It's a win for me. And my buyer is going to be renting this thing out in 15 years max. He'll have me paid off, unless he pays me off sooner. Has me paid off in 15 years, and the whole time he'll be making a beautiful, beautiful cash flow. Win, 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 my friends. That's what I love about owner financing. For more information, just simply click the link below. Love sharing about this stuff. Real estate excites me. 21 years old, I started investing in real estate, and it absolutely changed my life. And I love sharing it with others. Click the link below if you want more information.